This will be the third LAN, and for this one, we're doing 6 computers, which we started doing last time as well. The first LAN we just had 4, but we found that 6 worked better for a lot of games, and you could do 3 versus 3 and that kind of stuff. So we really wanted 6 computers. The problem we ran into last time is that 6 computers is sending all of their video over the NDI system, which is how we send the video from the computers to the streaming computer. Turned out to be too much data. It was like 600 to 700 megabit. And even though we're on gigabit Ethernet here, the gigabit Ethernet, the 1000 megabits that gigabit Ethernet is supposed to be able to send is not necessarily what you would get in ideal circumstances, and there's various other pieces of overhead. So we ended up dropping a lot of frames and stuff. So we ended up with this, for the second LAN, we ended up using this kind of weird hybrid system where we had 6 computers, but we could only have 4 sort of active at once. So I have some ideas for what I think will work in terms of different strategies for sending the video, but which one we actually end up using for the LAN will depend on how the testing goes in the next few hours.
The plan for games, in order: Quake 3, which we have played at the start of every Loading Ready LAN thus far, which is to say the 2 before this. But it's just a really fun game to get people sort of like jazzed up. It's like super classic first-person shooter. It's very frantic, it's just fast. I love it. It always goes off really well. The second game we're going to play is Rocket League, which was an addition that we put in to the second LAN, and I think the viewer reaction was good, but what I was really impressed with was everybody in the room had a ton of fun playing Rocket League, because it's like you do 3-on-3 and it was a ton of fun. So we're going to do that again. Then we're going to play Minecraft, but not just Minecraft, obviously. We're going to do what we did last time, but kind of kick it up a notch. So last time what we did was literally the day before the LAN, myself, Jordan, and Ben, and I think Cam? I can't remember.
I don't think I helped build the arena.
No, okay.
I did not help build the arena.
So we built a battle arena, and then the idea was everybody jumped in the game. They had about a half an hour or like 40 minutes to collect and gather resources and build equipment to the best of their ability, and then get into the arena that we built and fight to the death. It was a ton of fun. But afterwards, the Minecraft portion of the Loading Ready Run community were like, hey, we could make something better that would work for this. And I was like, go for it. And so they had been working on this for months now. And I got it last night or 2 nights ago, and it looks pretty sweet. It's got like command blocks and like stuff in it. So it's like you can actually select in-game how much time you're going to get, which is super cool. So excited for that. Then we're going to play Starcraft Brood War, which was Cam's suggestion. We've put the RTS more at the middle of the day because it does tend to be a little bit more quiet, but it's a fun game and there's a remaster and we want to play it. Ben's suggestion for Prop Hunt, which I believe is a Gary's mod, where it's literally like, I think you are items that could exist in this world, and there's one person who has to go around and try to find you, and you can like move and stuff. Like you could be a potted plant that like moves around the world, and I think every time the player smashes something that's not a prop, they take damage. I'm not entirely sure. I've seen it played once. It looked super cool, and Ben was like, let's do it. So I was like, yes. Then we're going to play PUBG. We have custom games this time, so we're going to do custom games for like an hour with just the people here and some friends outside of the studio who obviously couldn't be here. And then, after about an hour of that, we're going to open it up to everybody at home, and we'll do a bunch of big custom games with everybody, which will be fun. Then we're going to play a game called Soldat, which was by the suggestion of Adam, and this is a game that we used to play at our LANs like years and years and years ago, and it's like a side-scrolly action shoot 'em up game. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think people are going to really like it. I think it'll jazz people up around here. It'll be the end of the day. It'll be like 8, 9 o'clock at night. We'll need a fun game to kind of kick us off. And then that's it. Then it's kind of like whatever, maybe if we want to play some games or go back to some games, but do sub welcomes and then probably go get food.
Oh, hey, what up? It's your crew, ready here to go on an adventure. James asked us to go somewhere and then just left. James, where are we going?
London Drugs, let's go.
Why are we going to London Drugs?
To buy an 8-port Switch.
Holy moly, that's a lot of ports.
I know, right? Andrew, would you like to make your joke?
Yeah, absolutely. I can make my joke again. An 8-port switch, James. How many Joy-Cons does that come with?
16.
Oh, yeah. That's simple math, I guess. Yeah. Good. You should get a 16.
I don't think we need a 16. Paul might yell at me.
But what about Loading Ready LAN 3?
4.
4. Whoa, how many of you excluded me from, James?
As many as humanly possible until you found out. All right, let's buy this.
I'm in now. You can't get rid of me.
What's up? What have you done?
I'm stealing this router. Don't worry about
James, but
got the
don't go for life of crime.
I got the 8-port switch. Let's roll. Oh no, the fuzz! That was really fast.
For those who have no idea what this is, why did you buy this?
I don't, because Paul told me to.
What does it do?
You plug all your Ethernet ports into here, and then let's just cut to Paul explaining what this is about.
So the NDI stream from the computers at 1080p 30 resolution is approximately 100 megabits per second per source, and we have 6 of them. So we're running about 600 to 700 megabits per second, which is a lot of data. And last LAN, we ran into a problem where we couldn't quite keep up with that. And it seems that the reason why wasn't so much that the Ethernet couldn't keep up with it. It was because our big switch that we used for the entire office couldn't handle that much data going through it that quickly for whatever reason. So as a solution, what we're going to do is have all of the gaming computers plus the streaming computer all hooked into their own switch, which will then be hooked into our greater network. And from my understanding of how the networking infrastructure works, the nice thing about this is that because the computers are all we'll all be sending the data to the streaming computer, it can all just sort of go internally on this switch and doesn't have to, it only will have to be sending data out to our larger network for stuff like actually doing things on the internet, like, gaming and stuff, which compared to 100 megabits per second for the video stream is a relatively minor network usage. So theoretically, this will solve our problems.
Yeah, we're getting there. We got 5 minutes until showtime. Everybody's here. I think we have everything set up and ready to go. We think all the tech is going to work. All the games are installed.
Okay.
Matt's playing WoW, so you know it's a real LAN when Matt's playing WoW.
Down to Blair. Get it. Get it.
I've never been involved in a production of Stomp before. This is the best.
I can't place anything. Why'd I collect all these flowers to leave on the graves of my enemies?
What the fuck, dude?
I did that too.
I love you so much, Joe.
What is wrong with you people? Good fucking luck, James. I got a bulletproof vest. Oh no. It's in here somewhere.
Let's welcome some subs.
For 14 months.
How do you?
while everyone else is doing the LAN times, myself, Beej, Matt, and Kathleen are going to go and do a pre-record for Loading Ready Live. We're going to go and fuck about in a corn maze. So I need this. How am I going to run away from the camera now that I'm holding the camera?